You, where you want chop better money? You want win better money? Oh yeah, and Gabriel, on to that.
Of course, expect a first-half goal for Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Nothing calm. Every Saturday, 11:30 a.m. For sponsorship and advice, you can call 070 35 41 51 92.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enagna. Listen to Offside with OffsideWithOlalekanEfficient. He's my boy, and he's always on Sweet 107.1 FM. God bless you.
Your body in a man.
Yo, what's up, everybody? They call me Mr. P. You're listening to Offside with OffsideWithOlalekanEfficient on Switch Radio 107.1 FM. Keep it locked down. I'll be able to love you much love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning, Abeokuta. It's your favorite show on radio.
We are happy people, we make you happy. We are HAPB1.
Eva!
We are happy people, we make you happy.
Formula! Abeokuta! You don't chill it. Àgbàgbà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ lókè tókè ṣe o ọmọdé ń bọ̀ wá dàgbà. Okay.
Finally, we don't hammer now. Who don't pay now.
Okay. Abeokuta kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ rédíò jaga. We don't show.
Oh, yeah, go down like that. If you do well, you go top my chart. You better don't break my heart.
Abeokuta will not show. Yes, it's Offside on Sweet 107.1 FM. Yes, and of course, the voice you heard earlier is the voice of the superstar. Yeah, the guy they called Formula. I don't know the kind of formula where he wants start use today. Formula, how you doing, my brother?
Good morning, Efficient. It's nice to be here. You tried to put me on the spot. I wasn't prepared.
But you know, sometimes like that, they said we rise by lifting others.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, the only thing that is constant in life is change. And of course, and then you're just a good guy like you are. And of course, I think. You deserve some treat. You are not around last week. You went for a very, very an official assignment.
Yes.
And I think it all went well, right?
It went well. I was unable to listen to the show because I was really disappointed because I was hoping to be in the studio so I can speak with Charles and Azodo. You know, he's someone I look up to. When he was on Metro FM with Gordon Enaikena and Kelechi Bernard, I do listen to his show, and also when he also on NTA, you know, on the AM Express. So he's someone I like. So and I was really disappointed not to be in studio.
You know that there's always another time, you know, because of the most thing that's important is these are businesses for you to build a relationship and try to nurture it. And I'm sure, like we had a conversation after the show, and then he said that. Whatever any big things coming in Abeokuta, that possibly is going to, be around, and then we might be lucky having him in the show. But I'm very sure to the fans that Charles will be constant on the show when the need arises. When the need arises, I'm sure we'll have a formula. You have another opportunity to talk to him. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we don't show. It's Offside with OffsideWithOlalekanEfficient. We need to move with a speed now because we have a lot of things to talk about. Formula, we couldn't drop a game last week because we have a lot to talk about. Charles was just busy talking, so we couldn't drop a game. But let's start with the games to play. The games for play for today. Let's start with that. So if we didn't drop a game, there's no need to review any game because I know. Let's start with at the games to play for today. Then we go to the word from my mother, and then we pick up from there.
Yes. So the game I have for today, for this weekend, I'm starting with the Premier League, the English Premier League. We have Bournemouth against Man United, and I'm going for a both team to score, and the odd is at 1.63. And I'm also Aston Villa against Liverpool. I'm going for a Liverpool to win, which is the odd is at 1.36. And also Arsenal against Wolves is going to be a feisty encounter. And I'm also going for a both team to score in this encounter, and the odd is at 1.65. And also Watford against Chelsea, I'm going for a multiple game option, which is goals option rather, which is 2 to 4 goals, and the odd is at 1.40. And also Everton against Tottenham, and for that I'm also going for under 3.5.
Under 3.5.
And the odd is at 1.40. Then I'm heading straight to the Spanish La Liga, and I have Levante against Barcelona. I'm going for a Barcelona to win this, and the odd is at 1.35. And also Sevilla against Atletico Madrid, I'm going for an under 2.5, and the odd is at 1.82. And I also have Real Madrid against Real Betis. And it's going to be difficult for Real Madrid against Betis, because Betis are beginning to find their form. Well, I'm going for a Madrid to win at 1.30. And going to the Italian Serie A, I have Roma against Napoli. Roma against Napoli, I'm going for both teams to score, because both teams are scoring goals are plenty. And even if the fans want to stake a game in the Serie A is a league of goals now, because their goals are plenty in the Italian Serie A. So I'm going for both teams to score, and the odd is at 1.48. Then also Bologna against Inter, I'm going for an Inter to win, and the odd is at 2.08. So the total accumulator for this is 58.87. 58.87. So if the fans can just put 100 naira on this, it's going to be around 7,000. And if they can put 1,000 naira, that's about 76,000 plus.
Now let's look at the game. Let's look at it critically. Okay, let's look at Arsenal, Wolverhampton. You know, Wolves has been a team that they've shocked the big teams this season. Yeah. You know, they did it with Manchester City. I think they are the only team that got a win. Yeah. No, they're not the only team.
Norwich also got a win against Man City.
Oh, they got a win against Man. But I know that at the game, Wolves and Manchester City. Yeah. I think Wolves to win was around about 37 point something odds.
It was around I think around 8 or 9 odds.
Okay, it was not shitty that about 30 something odds. Yeah. Yes, and because I was a witness of a guy that only picked that Norwich to win. Wow. And I think he placed about 2,000 naira on it. Wow. And he won a very big money just on one game. Which among of this game, today that you think that we might likely have a shocker, that things might not go the other way, on regular, way that you always think about.
Efficient. I will go for the Bournemouth Man United game.
Bournemouth Man United.
Yes, and the reason why I say so is because the last 3 to 4 games that Man United have played, they've won their last three games, and the fans will want to go for Man United to win today's encounter against Bournemouth. But I'm seeing a shocker in this game. Efficient.
But we can say that we have Manchester United that's rediscovered their form.
Yes.
Marcus Rashford has an hat-trick. Yes. I mean, scored a free kick rather during the week. So,
but I do say something. These games are a lot difficult to predict. The fans will want to go for Man United to win, but I'm not too optimistic about Man United winning today's game. So I'm going for Bournemouth to win or draw. I'm serious here, Efficient. Bournemouth to win or draw.
Bournemouth to win or draw.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Spanish La Liga. Yeah. Levante Barcelona. Would have said that if that was, we know it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Barcelona too. But what eventually we have Levante maybe have a draw in that one. I know if for Levante to draw, that horse cannot be less than 12 points.
It's going to be up to 3 point something odd or 4 point something odd.
Something, but Levante to win. What about Levante to win?
It's going to be much, because if it's going to be around 7 or 8 odd. I'm sure it's going to be around that age.
So it's just like it's about risk.
Yeah,
it's about risk.
It's about taking the risk. But in the game Levante against Barcelona, I can't take that risk for Levante to defeat Barcelona. I can't take that risk.
But for Real Madrid, Real Betis,
yes, I can risk Betis because Betis are beginning to find their form, and they can go to the Bernabeu and shock Madrid to a draw or probably an away win.
But a Betis to win will be around
around 8 to 9 odd.
8 to 9 odd, and that is a jackpot.
It's a jackpot.
So if you have the strength, you have the mind, and you think you can actually place your games in that direction. Yes, sir. But I think it's all about the fans to play. But like you used to say, formula: the higher the risk, the bigger the odds.
The bigger the money.
The bigger the money. Will they come back? Guys, let's go straight to the word from my mother for today. And of course, what are we talking about? Self-entitlement. Self-entitlement. Yes, sir. There's some people that they just believe they have the orientation that the society holds them a lot. They said the government hold them too much. Yes, you can say government hold you. You can say your parent owes you. But some people, they take that orientation to their workplace. They believe that, every single person they met, on daily basis, they hold them something. I think it's an habit that need to be corrected. You walk into a finance house, you see a security person that was greeting you in a very suspicious way. Everybody wants you to tip them. You went to a fast food restaurant. After you finish your food, the person that attend to you wants you to to leave your change. You bought something inside traffic. Everybody just feels so entitled. Like, come on, Ogade, you need to drop something for me. Formula, has it ever happened to you? Before, people just feeling so entitled. Everywhere.
Yes, it has happened to me. But what I would say is, the country we find ourselves is it's difficult for everybody. You go to the fast food restaurants, and the attendants there will want you to leave your change because they will feel that you are. Even on my way coming to Abeokuta, I saw even an Abiru on the road trying to tell me, guy, how far? I was like,
you look like a Yahoo boy, so they think you should see the Nike logo in your on your face cap.
I'm not a Yahoo boy.
Make it look like like you're a big boy.
No, I'm not. So it's everywhere efficient. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised really. Really surprised.
Is that something that I think it's a bad habit. Whoever that want to help anybody would just do that. Yes, sir. Okay, formula. Let's go straight to what is happening. The women are now the Super Four for
yes.
the women leagues are kick up during the week.
Yes, so the Super Four, we have the teams who are in the Super Four. We have the conference Queens, and we also have Adamawa United, Bayelsa Queens, and Rivers United. So the conference Queens defeated Adamawa United, and also the Rivers Angels defeated the Bayelsa Queens. But the Rivers Angels, they parade the Super Falcons goalkeeper. Her name is Chiamaka Dozier. I guess that's her name, or not Dozier. I've forgotten her. So they defeated Bayelsa Queens, and now they're going to play. They're going to be Rivers Angels are going to be playing against the Conference Queens in the final, which is going to be I think today or tomorrow. But for the incentives, the first is going to receive a cash prize of 3 million naira, and also a trip to Spain. Then the second team is going to receive a sum of 2 million naira, and the third team is going to receive a sum of 1 million naira.
Yeah, I think to further talk more about this, we have the media officer of the national team, the under-17 women national team. We have online the media officer of the under-17 women national team, and talking about Oluchi. They call them the Flamingos. Yes, Oluchi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to have you on Sweet 107.1 FM in
Always
Abeokuta.
My pleasure.
Always
my pleasure.
Like I said, you are the media officer of the female under 17 female national team, and then of course we just want to talk about the Super 4 Women's League Super 4 right there in Agege Stadium. I know that you are very close to Rivers Angel, and then it's happening again. Rivers Angel in the final again this year. Is this something you guys you expected, or it's just one of those things just like it's already in the bag?
Well, I think it's a good one for Rivers Angels, but it didn't come easy. Anybody that followed the match saw that Bayelsa Queens gave them a good fight, and eventually they were not able to convert their penalties, and Rivers Angels had the edge. As for Rivers Angels, I mean, it's expected of them that they should always get to the final, But that doesn't mean that other teams are not working hard. But when you look at the caliber of players they have, most of their players are national team players. You expect that with the experience they have, they should always get to the final. But coming up against a team like Confluence Queens that has a coach that works with Edwin Okum before. I'm talking about White Ubunda. He has gotten to 3 finals before and has always been unlucky. It's going to be a very good match. It's going to be a cracker, and it's not something you can easily bet that Rivers Angels will win, because I know that White Ubunda's side, this is the first time they're getting to the Super 4, and that's Confluence Queens. So they will fight hard to ensure that they break their jeans and get something.
We might as well say that the pressure is on Rivers Angel this time, because they are always here. I think the Rivers Angel is the biggest club, women club in Nigeria. So the pressure is on Rivers Angel. Don't you think that this pressure might give a Bayelsa Queen an edge over them, or it to help them to consolidate their performance?
Yes, the pressure will be on them, and going thanks to the NWPL board that has this incentive for the winner. You have a trip to Spain and also 3 million naira. So it's enough motivation for both sides. Rivers Angel on their side, they will be having this pressure because no matter the trophies they've won in the past, when you have this incentive, you expect that a club that has won trophies so many times, they should be the first to leave the country to go for that La Liga tour in Spain. And aside that pressure, I think they are all professionals. They have a lot of experienced players, but I don't think they should underrate Confluence Queens. Confluence Queens are debutants in this Super 4, and they've gotten to a level where maybe, for me, I think they've achieved what they want to achieve. But they will want to go extra mile to beat Rivers Angels, because they have a coach that faced Rivers Angels twice in the final, and he wasn't able to beat them. So I think White Ubunda will be trying to strategize to ensure that Rivers Angels doesn't win. For me, it's very difficult to predict. Maybe I will wish Rivers Angels to win, but at this point, it's not about my wish. It's about the team that has the zeal, that has the hunger more. Tomorrow by 4 p.m.
All right, Oluchi, let's talk about the national team, the under-17 female national team, which you are the media officer. What's going on? Anything worth telling the fans?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Official statement will be made by NFF, and the team is not yet in camp. When the team comes to camp, of course, everybody will get to know and know the players are invited and know who are those in charge of the team.
Okay, but as time goes on, we'll still be keeping tab with you to know how things are going on with the national under-17 female national. Oluchi, thank you so much for stopping by on Sweet 107.1 FM. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, yes, sir. That is about formula. That is about Iju Granit Xhaka, crisis with Arsenal, and of course there is a lot of news about Jose Mourinho coming to coach, maybe the next coach of Arsenal, as it were. Do you think this is possible?
Appreciate this is football, and like what they say, in football anything is possible. So Mourinho coming to coach Arsenal is possible. It's possible. There's nothing impossible.
But there's been a lot of hammer that's been thrown at Granit Xhaka. Human beings always human. You can't expect a player. We are emotions. The way in which the Arsenal fans blamed, they booed Xhaka. I think, come on, is uncalled for.
Yes, the players are human. They sometimes they can be emotional sometimes, but something about Arsenal fans is if they're having a bad run or if they're playing badly, they find someone to put the blame on. So if it's not Ozil, then it surely he should be the captain of the team, who is Granit Xhaka. So him being booed in the match against Crystal Palace, and it's really uncalled for the fans. So, but for his own gesticulation, telling them to keep on, and even for the fans to start targeting his family, it's really uncalled for.
Football is about emotion. Whether we don't know, fans may want to jump on this 08095961071 and 08179201071. Yes, sir. You can call us while we pick your call. Let's know your opinion. Jose Mourinho to Arsenal, and of course, Granit Xhaka, his behavior. Is it the fans or the player? Now let's talk about Formula One. Formula One, it's a kind of what's going on in Formula One.
Yes, in Formula One, this weekend we are heading straight to the USA, which is that is the Austin, the US Grand Prix in Austin, in the United States. And for last weekend in Mexico, Hamilton won that race, which was really surprising for most of us, because we really did not expect Mercedes to win that race, but as we know it, they won. Vettel came second, and Valtteri Bottas came third. So, and after that race, the standings after the race, Lewis Hamilton is still leading the pack with 363 points.
With how many races to go now?
We have, after this weekend, we have 2 races, one in Brazil and the other in Abu Dhabi.
Brazil and Abu Dhabi. That means we have 50 points for the race winner.
Yes, we have 50 points.
50 points.
50 points.
Now let's look at the table now.
Yeah, so Lewis
Hamilton
is leading with 363 points.
363 points.
Yes, then followed by Valtteri Bottas with 289 points.
289 points.
Then Charles Leclerc with 236 points. Then also Sebastian Vettel with 230 points, and then Max Verstappen with 220.
Okay, now let's start with Leclerc at 50 points.
He's nowhere.
No. Okay, it's nowhere. Okay. Well,
no way.
Okay, Valtteri Bottas.
If you add 50 points to Valtteri Bottas, that is going to be around 330 something or thereabouts.
Wow. So it means
Hamilton is taking this.
It's done.
Because if Hamilton should be on the podium this weekend, then he's already the champion.
He doesn't even need to be in the podium. Being in the podium, yes, you are very correct. Yeah. Because the 50 points is at stakes now, and it looks like it's already done and done. And of course, Max Verstappen is about to make an 100 races in Formula One.
Yes, so Max Verstappen this weekend is going to mark his 100th race in Formula One, and at just 22 years, just his 100th race, and he made his debut in 2015 with Toro Rosso, and he's been good. He's been fantastic, but he can still do better. So next year, he's hoping to win the championship next year. So if he wins the championship next year, he's going to become the youngest driver to win the championship at the age of 23. I
listened to an interview during the week. Yeah. What Lewis Hamilton said when they asked him about him and Mercedes and the future, he said every driver will always want to retire at Ferrari. Yeah. Does that send any signal to you that maybe something is fishing underneath?
It does. He sent the signal. It means
of course, Ferrari has the biggest car, the fastest engine, and of course, if Vettel is not getting it done, I'm just trying to, like a human being, maybe something is cooking.
Probably something is cooking. He might race for Ferrari in the future. I don't know, but it's possible. It might race for them. But I would like to chip in something still in Formula One. For this season we had 21 races for this year. For next year we are going to have 22 races next year. One is going to be in the Netherlands, and the other is going to be in Vietnam. But for them to accommodate these 2 races, they have to exclude a race from this year, which is going to be the Germany Grand Prix. So it's going to be removed from the calendar for next year to accommodate.
Yes. So we won't have Germany Grand Prix.
There's not going to be Germany Grand Prix next year. So to accommodate the Grand Prix in Netherlands and also in Vietnam.
So which means Netherlands and Vietnam GP is going to be like the first of its kind in Formula One.
Yes, I think so.
I think of course, in terms of commercial market values, another things I will come. Let's talk about what's going on in boxing.
Yes, in boxing, there's nothing much, but there's a fight this weekend. That is Canelo against Vasquez. But before I get there, and the Tyson Fury was at WWE on Thursday. He fought against Braun Strowman, which he defeated. Though
I think people switching. We've seen Mayweather. I mean, in UFC.
Yeah.
Going to UFC, leaving boxing. I think, is it about the money or what?
For I saw McGregor coming to boxing.
To boxing, yes.
But for Tyson Fury to WWE, it's more of entertainment to me.
But we don't know. But money is involved.
From Efficient, you won't believe that after the fight, Tyson Fury earned a whopping 12 million euro.
That is a lot of money.
12 million euro just for defeating Braun Strowman. So it's a lot. So now he's thinking about his fight against Deontay Wilder, which is going to be on February 22nd next year. So he said after the match or after the fight against Braun Strowman, he was asked that does he see himself coming back to wrestling? He said he doesn't know yet. That what he's thinking of now is to fight the big guy called Deontay Wilder, coming up next year, February 22.
Oh, I'm sure it's all about the promoters. It's all about promoters getting this one done.
Yeah.
Now we still look forward to Anthony Joshua and Andy Nero's rematch. That one's in January. From next week we started a series, and there's some wonderful games to play for the fans to play on whoever might eventually win. That one, Tyson Fury, and of course Deontay Wilder. Yes, Formula. I think it's almost a wrap for today. Yeah. Your parting shot.
Yeah, like my parting shot, like I do see, fans should just bet wisely.
Bet wisely, of course. From me, Radio Jagaban, to the fans. Au revoir.
What's your dream? Your aspiration? I mean, your vision. You want to be heard? Listen to Nigeria's first entrepreneurship and leadership development radio station. Listen to Sweet 107.1 FM. Someday, the world will listen to you.
So sweet. Sweet 107.1 FM.
This is Sweet 107.1 FM News.